G'day ice cream lovers, my name's Christensen, the ice cream bloke and self-appointed headmaster of Scoop School down here. Have you checked out our Scoop School community? It's a whole bunch of people all around the world that have access to all of our online content at scoopschool.online, but we also have weekly live sessions, weekly live stream sessions. We had one last week, made a great ice cream, a lot of Q&A. So if you're interested, scoopschool.community, scoopschool.community. We'll put a link below. And as every one of these videos is sponsored, we do want to thank our episode sponsor here, which is Weber Flavors. Weber Flavors make a huge range of extracts and flavors that really do either create the flavor base for a particular ice cream product, or a little bit of extract can kind of boost the flavor, if you will, enhance the flavor of an already existing flavor profile. So weberflavors.com. Again, thank you for your episode sponsorship. It'll be down below as well. Now, in this session, I wanted to just briefly touch on the difference between making gelato or ice cream in a pan versus a liner. Because we typically, in the United States, one of the only countries in the world that makes ice cream generally in a 3-gallon bucket. Most places around the world are creating their ice cream or putting their ice cream in these 5-liter or 5-quart pans. It's called a Napoli. The great thing about this is it displays really well. It's a smaller container, so you rotate through it faster, the ice cream's fresher, and more ice cream people here in the US are actually leaning towards displaying their ice cream, not only just their gelato, but their ice cream and all of their frozen desserts in these pans. Now, the downside is that these pans in and of themselves are relatively expensive, and you don't want to have a whole lot of inventory tied up in the stainless pan in your walk-in freezer over there, basically just money sitting on the shelves. So a lot of gelato makers, ice cream makers are utilizing these. This is a gelato pan liner, and what it does is it basically slots in the pan there, and you actually make and put your ice cream products in this particular liner and then store the liner in the freezer rather than the pan itself. Now, these are around about $1 each. I've been using them for years and years and years, and if you look after them, you can reuse them probably 3, 4, 5 times before you have to pitch them and get a new one. They're made in Italy, all around the place. I know the good folks at Advanced Gourmet actually sell these, and again, it's going to save you a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money in not having to buy tons and tons of these stainless steel Napoli pans. One thing I will tell you, that when you're actually extracting into a pan like this, if you don't have this at least to blast freeze it, you'll find that the ice cream will actually bow out a little bit here, and you'll find it very hard to actually put it back in the pan once it's frozen. It'll kind of go down that far and it'll stop, and you'll have to really push it down. So once you've made your ice cream, it's more soft and supple, put it in here, put this in the blast freezer, and then when it's frozen, you can take this out. It keeps its shape, that goes in the storage freezer, and then you can basically take this out, slop straight in the pan, and scoop from there. A great investment, and as I said, well, I don't know whether it's an investment really. You're not going to make money from it, but it is investment in time, and you don't have to have a lot of money tied up in these gelato pans. So I'm going to put all those links down below. Gelatosupply.com, recently purchased by Advanced Gourmet. I think they're great, and you can actually get on top of this, you can actually get a plastic lid that clips on, so you can actually sell your products in a wholesale fashion or to other customers in this pan. It's more of a disposable throwaway kind of thing. It just gives you a lot more flexibility without having to tie up a whole lot of money and infrastructure in the gelato pans. Pretty simple concept, but very, very good. Again, thank you to our episode sponsor, Weber Flavors. Look, if you have a question, you got a problem, you want to get into the ice cream business, scoopschool.com is the place to go. Just click on it. Click on the link. In fact, at the end of this video, there'll be a little red button here, and it'll say go to school. Just click on it. Why don't you click subscribe while you're at it? Click a whole lot of things. I don't care. But we do like to see you here in these sessions. Keep on scooping. We'll see you in the next video.